Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your very first time here, or you've been here before and haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Also, hit the thumbs ups if you enjoyed the video, of course. But most importantly for me, your comments. I love to hear your feelings about all of this stuff that's going on with the Knicks. And tonight is a game that is very much worth talking about because the Knicks went down to Atlanta to battle their nemesis from the playoffs last season, and they won 117-108. And that 108 should have been a 105. Collins just heaved the shot at the last second to hit that three-pointer. So this game was, the Knicks pulled it out in the fourth quarter, but it got tight. It got tight. The Hawks did not want to lose this game to the Knicks. And for, it's clear why. We just did a trade between the two franchises. We have a lot of history. The fan bases are kind of like they're at each other constantly. They're in each other. I mean, we are in each other's thoughts constantly. However, the Knicks got the benefit of the win tonight over this team in Atlanta. Fantastic win. This is a big win. This is huge, and I'm going to get into later on to talk about what's happening with one specific player. His name is right there. Number 9, RJ Barrett. Something's happening here. Something we've been waiting for quite a while. Something that we had been teased a little bit. We'd gotten a little bit of it earlier in this season. He went on a tremendous 5-game stretch. Well, now he's on a 7-game stretch. Actually, he's actually on a longer stretch, but I'm focusing on the last 7 games. The Knicks are 5-2 in those, but we'll get into that. First we're going to do is let's go to this. I loved the end of this game when the Knicks players went over to greet Kevin Knox. Here we go.
No, folks, being traded is not a good thing. Albeit he said he wanted to be traded.
Right, he did ask for a trade during the offseason. Seems so excited to be a member of the Knicks. There's Kevin Knox.
You bet Knox is not happy.
Although he hopes to get some playing time with the Hawks. He was not in the Knicks rotation. RJ Barrett checking out his new number 5. Yep. Our amazing moment.
Oh, man, I love seeing that. I wish you well, Kev. I hope things work out in your future. But that just shows the kind of love that these guys have for each other. And it's real. It's real because that's why they hustle so much for each other. And tonight we saw it all out on the court. And let me tell you, the Knicks had some nice leads. But when it got down to the fourth quarter, there was 4 minutes and 3 seconds left. And the Hawks had been able to cut the lead down to just 3 points. That's right. At one point, the Knicks had a 17-point lead in this game. But they chopped it down to just 3. They actually had chopped it down to just 2 points earlier in the fourth quarter. But then the Knicks kind of created a little bit of cushion. Fournier was clutch in the fourth quarter. 4 for 4 in the fourth. The guy is, when he focuses and we really need a bucket, I feel like he comes through when the ball's finally in his hands, when he gets it in motion. When he gets it right in his pocket and he's not rushing it, the guy's money in the fourth quarter. 4 for 4. But it was 4:03 left. It was 103-100. I think Trey had just made a layup or a three-pointer or whatever. And the Knicks looked like they might cough it up because the momentum was swinging in the Hawks' direction. The crowd was getting amped up. It was pretty wild. Let's go to the highlights here while I talk about this. But then RJ Barrett hit a three-pointer. Then Randle followed that up with a layup, a monster layup. And then Fournier once again came through with a three-pointer. And suddenly it was 111-100 with only 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game. And it was pretty much over at that point. That's what good teams do. Good teams put other teams away. Now, I'm not ready to say the Knicks are a good team yet. We're only 1 game over 500. So right now, technically, we are teeny bit good. A teeny bit good. But it feels a lot better than being 3 or 4 games under 500. Fantastic. Gotta salute these guys. They did a great job tonight. Right now, the Knicks are tied for 9th place in the playoffs, in the Eastern Conference with Washington. Washington Wizards. They're 21. They're 22 and 21. So are the Knicks. Right above them is Toronto at 21-19, and then Charlotte, who we play on Monday in the matinee game, the MLK Day game. They are 23 and 20, but technically they're only one game above us. So here's the thing: if we win on Monday, we will be tied with the Charlotte Hornets, and I believe we'll be tied for 7th place in the Eastern Conference. Kind of wild to think that we've come this far, but that'll be for another time to talk about that game. Let's talk about this game. In this game, Julius Randle and RJ Barrett combined for 50 points. That's right. We were hoping that they would combine for 30 points each. Well, they each got 20 points. Let's see. Julius gave us 24. RJ 26. Julius got 9 assists tonight. He was definitely facilitating. I love seeing that. That is the most powerful version of Julius. The Julius dishing, creating, finding his open teammates. I mean, how actually can you defeat that type of team, especially when his teammates are hitting their buckets when they get the ball thrown their way? Look at that. I love that little step through that RJ did there. Phew. Fantastic. He's using his physical attributes in such a way right now that he's becoming like, it's almost like when he really wants a bucket, he'll get it. You'll see there's times when he's kind of like, oh, I'm going to try to make something out of this. And then, we'll see if he can make it. But when he really, really is trying to work for a bucket, he'll get it, or he'll find a teammate who's open. Like he found Mitch a couple of times. RJ had 3 assists himself. Alec Burks had 8 assists tonight. All five Knicks starters were in double figures tonight. Awesome. Randle, 24. Mitch, 14. Another double-double for Mitch, 14 and 13 rebounds. 14 points, 13 rebounds. Burks, 17 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. He was short. I mean, he came close to a triple-double himself. Just 2 more assists and 1 more rebound. He would have had a triple-double. Fournier, 18 points. Fournier hit 4 of 8 3-pointers. He 7 of 13 overall from the field. RJ Barrett, 26 points, hit 2 of 5 of his 3-pointers, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And Taj gave us some nice points off the bench, 3 of 4, 7 points. Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes hit all 3 of his shots tonight. Yep. 2 of them were 3-pointers. The other one was a nice 2-pointer. I can't remember what the 2-pointer one was. But anyway, he played a very good game as well. The Thibs only went 9 deep tonight. Not sure exactly why, but I do know. He said it in the yesterday's practice interview where he was talking about the rotation depth, and he said most teams don't go past 10, which is not actually true. But he was basically announcing to his team he's not going to go past 10 players, and I think he's holding a spot open for Cam Reddish, who did not play tonight. He still has a sprained ankle or tweaked ankle or something, but he was there with the team. He was there tonight. Someone who wasn't there tonight was Kemba. Kemba Walker did not even travel with the team. He's missed a lot of games. I don't know what's happening with Kemba. There's a lot of little conspiracy theories about what might be going on there. We'll see. Maybe they're hesitant to start him. They're hesitant to play him because they don't want him to get hurt and they want to trade him. I don't know. It's just some of the rumors that we're hearing. Just some of the few rumors we're hearing, man. All right, here we go. Look at this. Burks played a really nice game. Look at that. That's a good 3 feet beyond the 3-point line for Randle. Sweet. Look at that hustle. Give it up to your big man. There we go. Woo! This was such a fun game to watch as a Knicks fan. Now, of course, in the fourth quarter, it got tight. But like I said, the guys stepped up. They were clutch. They were really clutch in the fourth quarter. Overall, the Knicks shot 42% from the 3-point line on 31 attempts. They hit 13 of them. They shot 50.6% overall. We hit 42 of 83 shots. 44 rebounds, 24 assists. You guys know how much I love the assist stat. That's a huge one for us. I love that. We out-rebounded them 44-31. The assists were almost about even, 24-23. They had a few more steals than us. Total turnovers, we committed 11 turnovers, but we kept the points off the turnovers to kept it down within reason. Only 13, where they only committed 9 turnovers, but we were able to score 18 points off of those 9 turnovers. So we were a +5 on that. So that's excellent. Points in the paint, 46-36. They were missing Clint Capella, and you can feel it. But that's what happens. When they're out, somebody, a key player, you have to pounce. You cannot have mercy on them. You have to give them pain and give them the loss, which is what the Knicks did tonight. Boom! All right, the Hawks even had a 4-point lead at one point in this game. But it was all Knicks, pretty much. It was all Knicks. What a wonderful, 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 wonderful win for us. The Knicks are now 22-21. Oh, man. But let's talk about R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett in the last 7 games is averaging 24.5 points per game on almost 47% field goal shooting. From the three-point line, he's shooting 47.5%. The Knicks are 5-2 in this stretch. This is the right time to start cresting. What's happening here? Why is RJ becoming so potent suddenly right now? Could it be he's feeling right? Could it be that he's feeling good finally? Could it have been that he was just not right? There was some illnesses and then COVID and then some other stuff, whatever's happening in his life, distracting him from putting the extra time in. We're hearing that he's going in later at night now to do his shooting drills. Well, it's all paying off. This could be the beginning. This could be the moment. I mean, we were talking about, I think, a game or 2 games ago. I mean, well, first of all, RJ in the past 3 games, he's scored 89 points in the past 3 games. That's the best stretch of his whole career. Yeah, that's nice. 31, 32, and 26 tonight. Is that right? Yeah. Nice. I think, the thing is, I'm such an RJ stan that I have to always kind of catch myself before I overpraise him. But I have to say, what I'm seeing from him is something that he could do every single night. Now, tonight wasn't the most efficient night. He only shot 40% overall field goal percentage, but he shot 40% from the three-point line, 2 of 5. I kind of wish he had taken an extra 2 or 3 more three-pointers during that stretch, but maybe he wasn't feeling it. Whatever, you got to go with the player's guts. But it wasn't the most efficient night for him in terms of actual percentages. But he got us buckets when we needed it. He has actually, I gotta say, at this point, yes, Julius is still the leader of this team, but a very good argument could be made that now there is a co-leader. And in fact, RJ might actually be the more dependable player at the moment. Let's see if this continues. This is a good place that we're in right now. We're just past the halfway mark. The trade season has begun. We added Cam Reddish. Let's hope he starts playing soon. We're expecting Derrick Rose to return by the end of February, hopefully earlier than that. We still need, a starting point guard. Is Kemba the answer? I do not think he is. And maybe the franchise believes the same thing, which is maybe why they're keeping him out. I don't know. I don't want to get deep at, well, I already did. I already talked about the conspiracy. But something's going on. Something's going on with this team. Too many players are starting to play well all at the same time. When that happens, it's really hard to throw a team completely off track. Because there could be a time where maybe 2 guys don't have it, but 3 guys do. That's what you need from your best 5-6 players. You need the majority of your best 5-6 players to bring it every single night. It doesn't have to be the same exact guys. Of course, usually it is. Your best players are the ones that deliver them more often than not. However, it could be anybody on any given night. That's what's exciting about this team, because we have a team where I would say outside of Taj and Obi, because Obi's not hitting his 3-point shot. Well, and Mitch, of course. Mitch he's not a shooter. But Randle, Burks, Fournier, Barrett, Quickly, Grimes. Any of those guys can give you 20 plus points any night. Any night. If they get enough attempts. That is lethal. And the defense is there. I told you that, let's see, was it? I think it was Collins, just at the last second, he shot that three-pointer and he connected. It would have just been 105 points for tonight. But the Knicks are holding teams down. They're playing excellent defense. They're moving the ball. They're moving. Their bodies are moving around the court when they're on offense. This is a good time. It's a good time. I'm happy to see this. This could finally be, we could finally be seeing the team that at least I thought we were going to get from the very beginning of this season. This is some of the best ball. The Mavs game was some of the best play I've seen from the Knicks all year long, and tonight they followed it up. It was a nice follow-up. They weren't as stellar as they were against the Mavs, but they were pretty close. Pretty close. Ooh, something knocked down. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching this. Oh, actually, let me show you this. I didn't even show you any highlights here. Okay, this was the stats. Here's the game flow. You can see how the Knicks pulled, they gave a nice cushion. They pulled a nice cushion towards halftime, but then they kind of let the Hawks hang around, and in that fourth quarter, the Hawks stormed back, and they got it within 2 points, but then the Knicks turn on the defense. Love that. I love that they have that gear, that they can just crank it up and just shut another team down. And the Hawks can score points, so it's not an easy team to do that to. You can see here, I already actually ran through all this stuff before, but look at even Taj, 3 of 4, 7 points. Our centers gave us 21 points together. Our centers shot 9 of 12. That kind of efficiency is outstanding, guys. And they also combined for 16 rebounds. Excellent. Even though IQ did not have a good shooting night, I like the way he kept moving the ball around. He kept he was putting the defense back on their heels and finding the open guy. I like that kind of energy that he provides. Just didn't have the most efficient night. Actually, he was the worst shooter of the game. You can see here. Here's our plus minus. All 5 starters and pluses. Julius plus 12. Mitch plus 9. Burks plus 11. Fournier plus 9. RJ plus 8. That is a beautiful sight to see. Love it. And you can see the Hawks here. Let's see. Collins only got 8 shots up, 13 points. Trae Young, 11 of 23, 29 points. Gallinari, who always seems to hurt us, man. It's because he's got that length. He can always get a shot off. He hit 4 of 9 from the three-point line, gave the 17 points. Kongwu, 12 points. He got a couple of big blocks. I do remember that. But overall, they just didn't have enough firepower to overcome the Knicks tonight in Atlanta. We went to Atlanta and beat them again. I think this is the 3rd time we've beaten them this season. Ooh, sound familiar? Yes. But playoffs, that's what we want. I don't think the Hawks are going to be in the playoffs this season, unless some miracle thing happens. We'll see. All right. Oh, yeah, I ran down these stats right here, the team stats. All right, well, there you go. There you go. The New York Knicks pull out this huge win. Fantastic. They're over 500 for the first time since December 12th, where they belong and where they should stay. We're going to win that game on Monday and go to 23-21 and take over 7th place in the playoff picture in the Eastern Conference Finals. Fingers crossed. All right, once again, my name is George, and if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. We're trying to hit 4,000. We're really close. We've gotten a good surge lately, and that's awesome. I hope you guys would join us and be a part of it. Also, please drop your comments and hit the thumbs ups. And I will see you. Oh, also, we'll be doing a pregame show on Monday, and I will see you around the Knicks-Verse.